Hey everyone, so this is pretty freaking cool. There is a chat GPT, so GPTs, this came out a while ago. I think they announced it in one of their keynotes. I talked about that keynote on this channel and was pretty excited about it. I never actually built a GPT just yet. I've been using just the regular chats, and I just, clicked on it and started messing with it, and I made this one here. And this is just for code stuff. Now, I haven't done really anything with it just yet. So I don't know how much different it is from like the typical chats. And just to be clear, I'm using GPT-4, the paid version. I think it's like 20 bucks a month. I think the chat GPTs, like the little custom ones, are like in that. So just keep that in mind if you go looking for this. But I thought it would be cool just to like create one real quick. So by clicking on Explore GPTs up here on the right, you can click on create like new ones. And let me go back, because here you can click on and go to your like custom built one. So you can see I've already got one here. And I'm going to just create a new one. And then so there's this create button, which is where you can like chat with it, but I think you can also update, like add actual data to it as well. So you can chat with it during the creation process. So this is like creating the bot for you, the chat bot, and you can add other data to it. That I think it is really cool. I haven't done that piece of it yet, but I'm still kind of thinking what data to add there to see see how, like, what would give the best results and what would be cool to add in there. So I don't know what that is just yet, but that's kind of neat. But even if you don't have data, just interacting with it, like chatting with it and telling it you want to do this, seems to be enough to get it started. I don't know how great it is after, but at least from some of the tests I've done, it's pretty straightforward. This tab here, at least most of it got auto filled out for me whenever I did the create stuff, except for the name for some reason didn't. So all of that information, or at least the name, has to be filled in before you can save it. It would not let me save it, and I could not figure out why. So have to add the name. So I thought it would be cool to just make a quick one in here, just like a BIM manager, like pro, or like a guru. That let's do so this is very broad, and I'm going to change this to okay. So I think this is really cool because it's low barrier, it's accessible, and it's just, I mean, it's cool. Like, I use ChatGPT, the regular version, pretty much every day. So for me, the $20 is, it's worth the investment. I use it every day. It saves a ton of time on certain tasks. And for me, a big thing is just brainstorming on stuff. Like, sometimes I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing, but are there other things I can do? Like, what are some other options or things I should consider? Yeah, so it comes up with a name. So like before, the one I made previously, it came up with a name, it just didn't add it. So I'm just gonna say, yeah, yes. I like it. Actually, I do. I don't like that name. I'm going to do AC or so it'll even come up with an image. Like, that's pretty cool. So you could go back and forth if you wanted to refine it. I don't really care so much about what the image looks like. And then it'll ask too if, if you want it more focused on certain things. So if I wanted this to be more strategic stuff or general, for this one, I think I just want it to be kind of like everything tech. So So what's cool about this is like I can start here and then I can refine it later, but or add more data to it so that it gets better at doing what I want it to do. And so that's pretty neat. Like, it's very dynamic and flexible, which I think is like right now, this is how we're interacting with this AI. And so many people are critical of this stuff. And I know there's like so much nuance. But for what it is and what it's done, I think it's been pretty impactful. And then like over time, it'll be more naturally, it'll just be better. But what I think is fascinating about AI and some of its capabilities is the way it can be more dynamic and flexible and can be more like can on the fly be fitted into a new workflow, a new process. Something that's really interesting to me is like robotics in construction. And what is interesting with construction in comparison to manufacturing is that it is every site is unique. Even if the project is almost exactly the same, the site's at a different coordinate, it's a different location, the weather could be different. There's so many more variables to consider, and I don't think typical approaches like what we've done with robotics in manufacturing is going to be the solution. And I also see a future where we're going to be less, systematic. We can be more flexible in our designs. We could be more flexible in our standards because we're meeting, still meeting certain codes or certain safety regulations or whatever. But we're able to achieve all that through a tool that's it kind of just pulls all that together. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that is, but it's just like robotics and construction. What we need is something more general that can kind of take on a new variable at any point during the project and then just deal with it in the right way, just like how a human would on a project with unknowns. Like, you get on a project, we don't know what it is. We go, figure that stuff out. And I think AI, we're going to see more of those types of things. So when this is all done, what's cool is over here to the right, you can share it. And so this all looks good. So I'm just going to click confirm. And that'll post it out here, and then I can start using the chat. So I can be like, I don't know, what is a BEP? And you could use it before, like you could use it in the preview. But now it's like, it's right here. You can just access it real easy. And what's neat about that, so what I would do is I would have a conversation about a certain topic, like development, and then I would save that chat. But I think these are more, I don't know, a bit more contained. And then we'll see, like, over time, like, how easily they control the data. Because I've noticed, like, in really large conversations where I've repeatedly used it for certain topics, it kind of just loses the context over time. So, and I think kind of forgets the purpose of the chat. So this is kind of neat where if it like retains and remembers that it is a AEC tech guru and always replying in that context, or it's a software development expert and it's or a consultant, it's replying in that context. So I'll after using it for a while I'll know more, but all the like the big chats that I had before that I was just favoriting and adding to my browser, now I'll just probably create little GPTs and then just interact with those for those things. Like one of them's like code development stuff for Python. I do a lot of stuff in Python. It's easy to just jump into that chat. Now I'll just do it with GPT and talk with that and kind of see over time what that looks like. So anyways, I thought this was super cool. Just wanted to share it. If you're already using this, let me know how you're using it. That would be cool. Just comment below. And if you found this helpful, cool. Just, like the video and share. But hopefully you liked it, and I will see you in the next one.